Hello everyone. Yes, today is continue. We're gonna touch in English about the tips for listening, and I prepare some tips for everyone and for you all guys. Yeah, we gonna follow Marina. Yeah, I just comment link the piano, the video that I will speak for now. Okay. Yes. And we start. Okay. Okay. Wait. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to teach you different tips and tricks how to understand native speaker because sometimes they have such aids. Their speech makes no sense to us non-speak English native speakers. So if you're interested, please continue watching. Yeah, my son. Her name Biao. Now, when I was 14, I went to the UK and I stayed alone with a local family. I went to a local school. It was 2 weeks. And during that trip, I realized I do not understand what people are telling me because what we learn to school, the English that we learn at school, were actually Russian version of English language. And when it I came to the UK and British people have this very distinct accent and they use really well for sometimes like well for Russian speaker. I just couldn't get what they were telling me. The only person I could interact with my hot mom because she really made an effort to speak like English language teacher. So like that separating was and what I wanted to communicate with British kids, I had a lot of trouble because they didn't want to make this effort and just I didn't get what they were saying. So when I came back home, I realized I cannot just continue learning English. Then either way, and I have something else. I have something new, and I'm gonna tell you what I started to do. What I s- Now I'm gonna tell you what I started to do. Tip number one: practice listening while reading simultaneously. When you guys are very lucky because now we have YouTube, we have a Netflix, which means that you can switch on the video you on YouTube like this one you can just switch on subtitles on this video and read along that good help you change your visual part and change your listening part because you're gonna see the way I opening my mouth and you're gonna listen to what I'm saying, then your brain is gonna connect the two, and this will train you. When I was a kid, I didn't have YouTube. We didn't have that list. I even didn't have access to internet at the time. So what I used to do, I used to sing along to Britney Spears. But you remember the cities when we had a little bit when we had like a little book coming with the city with this for every single thing I did. Just listen to her music because I love her and just sing along. I'm reading the lyrics. And then I take when I was 16, I went to the UK and I realized that Lily Island could later become my favorite city. singer was really popular, so I bought her CD, and this is why I learned British accent because they sing and really, they sing a British accent because they sing with a really distinct British accent, and when you sing go on when you read the lyrics when you listen to her, you started to understand British people like better people, and you can understand British people better. Advantage if you think that this is too fast, like Marina, you're talking too fast. Lily, you're singing too fast, and Pretty is singing too fast. What you can do, you can slow down the video two times in YouTube, and you could do not right now here in the bottom section see a slow down video. My voice will become really weird, but then you could be able to follow me because sometimes yet I already do I will see comments. Sometimes they tell me I speak too fast, but this is something you have to get used to because when you come here, nobody will really make an effort to speak slower just because they do not understand. When you have to play alone, you will have to just adapt to whatever is happening. And in terms of accent, I would say British English has been most difficult for me because it was really tough to understand British, and they have a lot of regional accent. Like in London, people you use one accent, and you travel 1 hour away from London, it would be completely different accent. The easiest country to understand accent is actually Canada because they have a mix of American and British, and it really my so if you're planning your trip abroad to studying, I could really recommend Canada. Check out Scoop below. Going to trip my favorite Selassie, and I also went to like myself like Toronto, and if you guys love if you guys love music like I do. I recently bought a electric piano. I just sing songs in English, and this is also the way I'm practicing my pronunciation, the way a practice listening skill. If you think you advanced, you know what you have to do. I try to sing along, and I mean, lose yourself. Okay. Very difficult. And if you're brave enough, you can record it and put it in your Instagram and tag me hashtag Lingual Marina hashtag Lingual Trip. I'm gonna check it out and I'm gonna give you my feedback. Let's try. Tip number two, when a native speakers when native speakers they tend to say one sentence as one word. So they don't say, "Do you want to grab a coffee?" Yes, this really is easy for you understand, but you have to learn to understand one sentence as one word. Do you want to grab coffee? Hôm nay bọn Yến dọn Linh với Thảo quét nhà và lau ở bên ngoài. Thế cái nhà mới đẹp này đi Yến. Lau lắm rồi mới nhìn thấy cái cảnh quát này. Dạ. Yến về đã phải là Yến về Yến đã phất cờ khởi nghĩa bảo bây giờ mình rửa bát các bạn ở ngoài dọn dẹp nhé. Và các bạn em đang hoàn toàn đồng ý. Yeah, they completely agree with that. Oh, that sounds just like one sentence. This would help. It could also help me with spoken because you have to do the same in order for people to understand you. Tip number 3. Có việc ạ? Có việc ạ? In order to be able to understand when native speakers are talking, you need to be able to understand distinct words. Sometimes you don't have to understand the whole sentence, you just have to get what the most important words in sentence, then you're gonna figure out the meaning. So don't worry if you listen to somebody and there's some words you do not understand, and this apply to reading as well. You don't have to know every single word you. Oh, trời ơi, hết hơi luôn. Very good. You don't have to know every single word, and if you feel that you have to check out every single word new for you, don't do that. That because you reading a book and like every third word is new, and then you want reading a book, you will just consulting your vocabulary and dictionary all the time. Your task is to figure out what are the important words in the sentence. The more important words are normally nouns, adjectives, and verbs. There are lots of filler words you don't have to understand normally. Native speaker pronounce them less than louder than mid words. The words that you don't have to really get out article and preposition like article preposition like add on to. If you don't get them, that's okay because people tend to kind of was studied for that. So, for example, if you go to the coffee thing, you can just omit on the function what you gonna get. You want coffee. You want get cup coffee. Do you want get two cup coffee? When native speakers pronounce those functions, it really fast to you want to get a coffee. You want to get a cup of coffee. You know you heard you want to get a coffee. You really hear those function words. This how native speakers speech words. Number four, native speaker tend to use a lot of filler words like. I'm saying this, but like I don't mean this. You get it right. So like everywhere I go like I was like university. What you should know is like has no other meaning. It doesn't make any sense in sentence. It's just used for you to learn some thing you're trying to say. Next time, like replace actual words, and this is when you have to get the meaning. So, for example, I go like let's go and see the movie. So in this case, I go like replace I said. Also, like is used when you uncertain of something. I think he's like a doctor, maybe. So you're not sure if you're a doctor. As you can see, people use like all the time. Sometimes you make sense. Sometimes it doesn't. It's important to you know what the case when people using like. And this applies to many words in English, and this is why I'm teaching you a lot of idea and a lot of science words. So when you hear native speaker, you get exactly every single word means. So write them down and remember them. Okay. Number five, as I mentioned, there are so many accents. I could say in America. If you travel West go to the Oz, you won't really hear the accent. I can say that's something where speak is one able to tell exactly. If you were in the UK, you were done in Perth. Oh my God, you're gonna hear it straight away. The accent are really tough, but don't panic. Like it's okay when even speakers panic like when I was Germany, when I during people speak German, during but they speak with German. It could get things okay happens in speaker as well. Not only you when you come to city, you just a local accent. When you get a local accent, make sure if you're gonna traveling to the right place. Because when I tried Britain when I ended up and having a nice British accent when I moved to American to maybe 2 or 3 months to dream accent to America one. It's okay, just ready if you spend time in certain environment, you're gonna get accent if you spend a lot of time in Scotland, for example, in a small village in Scotland, make sure you try and sound more traditional when you're talking to people outside Scotland. Mhm. My advice for you is to expose yourself to as many accents as you can. If your travel to basically like you job and a lot and said you're gonna meet a lot of people and the more you try the more you spend in the environment the better you can understand assess watch as many movies and TV show in English as you can and I mentioned there are several websites that you can do that now com. You can switch on subtitle HBO now. It's my favorite because HBO now you can watch Silicon Valley, my favorite TV show, West How. You also get one and you can buy subscription. There's 14, just like 14. And the best thing you can do travel, spend a couple of weeks as couple months abroad while studying in a local language. The link will be below. You can check out the school, check out phrasing to help you and know which your chord and dream English. If you love music and get yourself in piano and start playing, singing your favorite song, sing one of your favorite singers, Billy. Comment down below with your favorite movie and you watch in English so either people can get some idea you what they want to watch if you're not Ryan this which I read for them Billy. He's a really safe with video with your friend who are studying English language struggling with understand it. Subscribe Billy Ryan and I will see you soon in the next videos. Bye. Wow, really hard for me. Oh, whew. Wow, really hard. Mhm. So that I think I have effort uh to to speaking English and pretty fast from than yesterday I think and mm, hi guys today I want to tell you tips and some tips and tricks that you can get listening English fastly. And tip number one, practice in learning while reading simultaneously. You can switch on a video in YouTube and that could help. Uh, and switch on on subtitles and you can listen the video. You can read subtitle and they could help you change your visual. Your brain is connect the two. Yeah. The next tip is sing along with your favorite singer, your favorite song, and my favorite singer is Justin Bieber. Baby, 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 oh, I'm like baby. Yeah, that's it. This is the good tip. Oh, you know, and advanced tip. And nobody will really make an effort to speak slower and the the best thing you can do to speak fastly. Yeah, speak you can imitate the native speaker, follow them, and yeah, I'll sing a song. This the way I practice in pronunciation, in the way I am learning listening English. Tip number two: when native speakers speak, they tend to say one sentence as one word. Yeah, you want to get a cup of coffee? Yeah, yeah. So really fast. Um, they don't have they don't they do not make the effort to speak a separate word for you like do you want get a cup of coffee and so you know speak fastly and uh number three, in order to be understand when a speaker are talking, you need to be able to understand distinct words. Distinct words are like the main word in sentence, like noun, adjectives, verb, and you don't get all of it in the sentence like preposition, like articles, in or because that you have concentrate it have so many, so you don't have get the main meaning of the sentence. Is very is it can make it for you to study English. And number four, native speaker tend to use lots of filler word like. You know, I think like I was like, oh, let's go and see a movie. Yeah, this I was like I said, you know, and you can use like to express a thing that you not certain. I think he's like a doctor. Yeah, this sit here. You don't certain, do not make sure that he is a doctor, right? And and number five, yeah, I think each country has lots of accent of their or their own language, and English has English as well, and has so many accent and tone panic. Yeah, tone panic, and you I think you can choose the right place or right accent that you have to you really like and follow them. And number six, expose yourself to as many accents as you can, and because the more you talk, the more you spend in the environment, the better you get an understanding English. And you need to what a lot of TV show in English on HBO channel like I did, and really a lot of and really great shows that you can learn English in here. hmm And um, I think is that um, skill require patience. Be patient, be patient, and and you need to practice every day. That's that is that is the way that I do now. It's day first with you guys, and I'm happy to see you in the next video. And you can see the button in below, and please subscribe and like it, and you can comment the video that the the tips for me and everyone to study English. And this is the great tip that I think I can read and receive from you guys. And thank you for listening. Bye bye.